would help this video go out to the right people. So yeah, you guys, anyways, I hope you guys have a good one, and check out my other videos, as I do a lot of videos like this. I do like fun videos as well, gaming videos, and I do like tech tutorial videos sometimes, and so much more. I'd sometimes even do trolling videos. But other than that, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single video. And I hope you guys have a yoga delicious day. Zortech signing out. Peace.
Okay, have you ever been in a situation where you have an insane clutch and your team is screaming in the microphone in disbelief, but then you realize that you forgot to press the record button at the start of the game? Yeah, I know, me too. So in this video I'm gonna save you a bunch of time, and I'll be showing you one of the easiest and most efficient ways to save your highlights in a way that you don't even have to press any record buttons, and you can just focus 100% on making those highlights. You can focus on your game, and on top of that, you won't lose any FPS either. Yo, Mr. Emo, my name is Rayo, and today I'm gonna show you how to record your gaming highlights with NVIDIA Shadowplay. Obviously, you need to have an NVIDIA graphics card for this to work. So what is NVIDIA Shadowplay? Well, it used to be called Shadowplay, but nowadays it's just called NVIDIA GeForce Experience Instant Replay. But what Shadowplay does, just like the name suggests, it records your gameplay in the shadows, in the background, so you don't even notice it. It records everything you do, but it doesn't save anything until you choose to save. And it's just there all the time, ready for you. So it silently just records everything you do, even your desktop, but it doesn't save anything until you choose to save it. So you're not wasting any space, and every time you do want to save something, all you gotta do is just hit a button on your keyboard. It's hands down one of my favorite ways to record my gameplays, because every time I hop into a match, I don't want to think about recording everything, because every time I record it would give me a huge file size. For 1 hour it would be about 30 gigabytes, maybe 20, I'm not sure, but it's unnecessarily large. When I know that I don't get anything good out of that match, then I have to go and find that video file, and I have to delete it, and yada yada yada. It's hard work. I want my stuff to be real simple, so whenever I press that button on the keyboard, I know that it saves, and that's it, that's done, everything. That way I can just focus on my gameplay, I can focus on bringing those highlights, and I don't have to think about any recording software. If this sounds good for you, then let me jump into my computer and let's get started. As you saw in my last video, I've kinda adapted the transition that only cool people on YouTube can do. So let me try this again. Nah, it didn't work this time. It worked! Nice! Alright, so here we are. Let's bring up our desktop and let's launch our NVIDIA GeForce Experience. So this is what it looks like when you first launch it. Let's head on to the settings first, and let's make sure that in-game overlay here is turned on. This is what it looks like when it's turned off, and this is what it looks like when it's turned on. We need this to be able to do the things we want to do. Now let's head over to share, or we can do the same by pressing Alt plus Z on our keyboard. That brings up this menu here. So here we have our instant replay, which we're going to be using for our quick highlights. Here we also have an option to record longer sessions, like the whole gameplay, but for this I would really recommend you use OBS instead, which is a whole another video. So if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe with the notification bell on, because there is going to be a video about it. So we're gonna now go to the settings of instant replay. First, make sure it's turned off. If you have it turned on, you can't access settings. And here we have the settings. We're gonna go by all of these one by one. First we have instant replay length. And what this does is, if you have it set to 2 minutes like I have, then whenever you press your shortcut key, it saves your latest 2 minutes of your gameplay or desktop. I would suggest you use around 2 minutes for games like CSGO, Siege or Valorant, where it's kind of round based, so you can save the whole round if you have anything clip for it. But if you play Battle Royale games that take much longer time, then you can set it up to 20 minutes, I guess. So whenever you have a really good game, you can simply save the whole game. As of quality, I would just suggest you use high. That sets us at 50 megabits per second bitrate, which is perfect for us. You can set it to higher, up to 70 megabits per second if that's something you want, but as you can see, the file size is gonna go larger and larger, so I'm gonna keep it a little bit lower, and I'm gonna keep it at 50. Going lower than 50, I would not recommend if you have a good PC, but if you must, then sure, you can go to medium if you want. Obviously we have our frame rate here, and this should be set to 60 FPS at all times, unless your PC is really bad. Then of course set it to 30 FPS, nothing wrong with that, but 60 FPS is just gonna get that really crispy, smooth gameplay you want. As for resolution, I would leave it to in-game whenever you're playing with your native resolution. If you are playing, for example, CSGO with lower resolutions, which is a really popular thing to do, then feel free to try out different things here. But even in that case, I would set it to 1080p. But for now, I'm gonna leave it for in-game. And let's click save, and let's head on to the microphone settings. I leave my microphone always on, because why not? And I also have two separate tracks. You can either create a single audio track, or you can create two of them, which is of course, one is going to be your microphone, the other is going to be your system sounds here. Separating them is a really good idea, because when you want to cut out some background noise in your microphone, maybe your dog is barking or something, then you can easily do that, and you don't have to mute the whole audio, which is really good. Alright, let's click save again, and we do have a webcam option here as well, but I would just leave it off, because as you can see, when I turn it on, then it's gonna do a bunch of weird things. I'd rather leave it off, because it just puts your webcam screen without any customization options in the corner. Well, you can choose which corner you want it to be at, and there's 3 different size options, so at least there's some sort of customization, but that's about it. All in all, it's not a very good option, and if you want to record stuff including your webcam, just use OBS, please. So if you want me to make a tutorial on OBS, then please hit that like button. This also helps out the YouTube algorithm, so more people who want to learn how to record their gameplay can see this video. Alright, so now we need to choose where does GeForce Experience save our videos, and for this, let's head on to the settings, recordings, and here you can see under the videos is the file destination. You should make a specific folder for all your recordings, preferably on an HDD with lots of space like I have done here. And what's really awesome about this is that it will detect the games you are playing, and it will make a separate folder for each of these games in your destination folder. So I think that's pretty neat. And when we want to change our keyboard shortcuts, we're gonna come here, and we have two things we need to keep an eye on. One is open and close in-game overlay, which is Alt plus Z, and the other is under record is save the last X minutes recorded. I have it binded to F10 because I'm simply too dumb to remember the combinations, so I just prefer to have it on one key. Anyways, let's go back to where we started at, and let's turn on our instant replay, and as you can see, it is now turned on. I do have one more really great tip for you, which saves you a lot of time when you're creating your videos. Also, now you know how to record your clips, but you also need to know how to edit those clips in a way that grabs people's attention and turns them into your followers, your viewers, your fans. So make sure you check out this video here. Alright, one great tip if you need to have multiple short clips for your videos. If you've been with me for a longer time, you know that I used to make CSGO utility tutorials, and I had to make a lot of smaller clips, and to avoid recording one really big and messy video where I have many mess ups or just random clutter that I know that I need to spend a lot of time to cut out later in the software, then I just set my instant replay to 30 seconds. So when I played out one smoke tutorial, for example, I just pressed F10 and I got it done, and that way I could do a lot of smaller clips really fast without any clutter, and then it was really easy to just drag them onto my timeline in the software and have them ready. And in general, it just saved me a lot of headache. This tip should save you a lot of time cutting out useless parts of your video. So if you enjoyed this video so far, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want to learn more about creating content. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. GG. Would you like to see your own gaming highlight clip blow up on Instagram, just like this one here? and keep watching. Yo Mr. Emu, my name is Rayo, and today I will help you upload your first gaming highlight clip to Instagram in a way that actually helps you grow. If you're not sure why you should even create content in the first place, then make sure you check out this video. But otherwise, I'm gonna jump over to my computer here and then we can get started. I'll see you there. Alright, so I'm on my PC now. Let's bring up the desktop. You can follow along this video and pause when you need while you're going through the process with me. That way you can make sure that you're doing everything correctly. I have my highlight clip here that I got from my birthday stream, and all we need to do is open this in our favorite video editing software. My absolute favorite is of course Adobe Premiere Pro, but for the sake of this video I actually downloaded yesterday a free video editing software called DaVinci Resolve. If you don't have any software yet, then the link for DaVinci Resolve is down in the description, and from what I've seen so far it's really easy to use, and since it is my second time ever using DaVinci Resolve, then I expect myself to be a little bit clumsy today, but I think it's fine and we'll get through it. Alright, so let's drag this clip into the media pool, and for Instagram videos we need to have clips that are maximum 1 minute long. So what we're gonna do now here is we're gonna cut this video down just a little bit. So I'm gonna go and look for the start of the clip, which is right about before my first kill here, right about here, and I'm gonna press I on the keyboard so I can mark this start, and then I'm gonna do the same on the end of the clip, and I'm gonna press O on the keyboard. Now let's grab the clip and put it on our timeline, and let's also go to the edit section here. So already I have my 1 vs 4 ace clutch clip ready to go, but it looks a bit basic right now. So in